Hello and welcome to episode 2 of the All Points Bulletin podcast. Thanks to everyone that downloaded and watched last week's episode. Hopefully we've got a little bit more information for you. But if I appear a little bit tired, a little bit fuzzy, it's because we didn't long ago get back from LA. Still a little bit jet lagged. But hopefully it was worthwhile and you guys got to see a lot more of APB when we presented it to the press at E3. Now, what Dave wanted to get out of E3 was to sit everyone down on a kind of one-to-one basis and take people through some of the details and about how APB will actually play and a lot of the customization stuff that will feature in APB. And we did that, and we did it successfully enough to win OneUp's PC Game of E3, as well as being nominated for Best Innovation at the show. So thanks to the guys at OneUp for that. But yeah, what we're going to be doing today is taking you guys through some of those videos that we showed to the press. Now, they've not really been released officially yet. So a lot of the questions we got through from you guys last week were based around customization. So I've taken those videos, put them all together, a bit of a montage. Everyone likes a montage. And I got Jesse Knapp, who's the lead gameplay designer on APB, to sit down with me and answer some of your questions. So I guess we'll show that clip first. Here it goes.
Hi, I'm Jesse Knapp, the lead gameplay designer of All Points Bulletin.
Thanks for coming, Jesse. We've had quite a few questions from the community recently, so what I thought we'd do is we'd talk through the videos we showed at E3 and answer some of those questions.
Sounds good to me.
So first off, from Chris O'Shields, can you guys please cover character creation? Any of it will do. I'm just so amazed at the detail. I'm just curious as to how much it will be in the game.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, I'm pretty amazed by the character customization myself. The first thing you do when you log into play All Points Bulletin is customize your character, and I've seen people spend hours at it. The variety of choices are pretty amazing. As you can see, we allow you to change the height of the character, the size and shape of the character, and various aspects of said character. We allow you to add weight, take weight away, change your musculature, veins, skinniness, chest hair.
And we're not just talking about applying textures and things here, are we? We're actually looking at the model underneath.
That's
what
right.
you see.
We're changing a lot of things in the background every time you change something. There's a lot going on in the background to keep your character looking human, believable. We don't want one of those games where everybody has to fight hard to not make a freak. So we've put a lot of effort into making sure that our characters are pretty attractive, or at least human looking, as much as possible. And that includes changing the pigment underneath the skin as well, so that you stay with natural and at least fairly healthy looking skin tones. We've tried to make sure that we support a variety of ethnicities in our game. They all use the same character, and through changing aspects, as you see here, you can completely change the face of a character and their appearance to match.
And really, this video doesn't do it justice. There are so many different elements just to play around with. Like you say, you can sit there for hours. And
this really just touches on some high points and fast forwards over some. It's a demo to show the range of the system. It doesn't show every single thing it can do, but the detail goes on to things like our hairstyles, where you can change various parts of the hairstyle to create your own truly unique character. Yeah, I think that's one of the important things to look at here is, if you want to, you can make a character that looks like no one else in the game. Nobody else is going to look like you, unless they copy you. And that's a pretty big compliment.
Yeah, of course it is. And I suppose it's also important to remember that the tools we're showing off in all the videos today, such as the character creation system here, are actually used by our in-game artists, but they're also going to be given to the players.
That's correct, Chris.
What you see today is what you'll get. They're that powerful.
They are. They're what we're using to create the characters you'll see in game. They're what you'll use to create your characters. And while the majority of the customization happens up front here, there are certain attributes of your character that you'll be able to come back and change later once you're in the game. The more drastic the change, the less likely or the more rare it's going to be that you're able to make that change. But things like scars and hairstyles are things you'll be able to change pretty commonly. Whereas changing the size or ethnicity of your character, if it's available, not as often.
Yeah. Okay, so in response to Steve from 3D to Order, can you import your own JPEG files to which you've designed your own logos?
No. Man, I love saying that word. No, you can't. But you can make your own. We have a vector-based program here, what we're calling the designer, that allows you to create your own symbols in game that you can then project all over the world, on your character, on your character's clothing, vehicles, even up on walls if you find the right spots. What we have here is a set of varying complexity symbols, everything from lines, circles, and squares, all the way up to full color decals that act kind of like a sticker within the system. Everything other than the full color ones can have masks applied to them. They can be skewed, colorized, have various fade and other sorts of effects applied, and you can combine these together to create something that, if possible, is even more unique than your character. And then you can use this to really kind of push your identity in our game. My only complaint about this tool is that it's oftentimes overwhelming for me when I sit down without a really strong idea of what I want to make. It sometimes takes me 20 or 30 minutes to get going. But once I do, it's so much fun. So
These symbols that you're seeing here, they're applied literally everywhere in game, right?
They're applied a great many places. Now, being a designer, I'm going to have to say no, they're not applied everywhere, but most of the important places. You can put them on your skin as a tattoo, and we'll talk about that more in a minute. But you can also put them on clothing, on vehicles as part of your paint job, and on the walls of buildings.
Okay, so Jack Wilkie wrote to us, and he asked the question: will the police equivalent